Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Thursday, October 13th, 2016. I'm Athen, and this channel is about using the actual constellations in the sky, known as Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link down below for more information. Alright, so we are still in the gibbous phase of the lunar cycle, which essentially means we are approaching a full moon over the weekend. Full moon is always a time of awareness. It's a sort of status check and a high point of the lunar cycle. So if you've started anything over these past couple weeks, could be a time of a high point with that. But all in all, just with these new perspectives, new insights these past couple weeks, we do have this bit of momentum and this bit of forward moving energy involving that. And again, awareness, things coming to light. So this is going to be in Pisces, actually, the full moon. And it's the second full moon in Pisces in a row. Of course, because Pisces is such a large constellation, that's not unnatural. But the last one we had was right in between Aquarius and Pisces. So this is now this, as we go into the weekend, this greater awareness about the importance of acceptance in our life. You know, fundamentally, that's what Pisces is about. It's the fishes. It's reminding us that there is duality in life, that there is positive, negative, up and down, left and right. But everything comes to the point. Everything comes to the center point, the beingness, to God, essentially. And so as we center ourselves, as we be, we connect to that. We connect to him, her, whatever. However you see that. It's more about the process and the peace that arises when we are being. And so, so that's going to be more so going into the evening as the moon does shift into Pisces in this evening time. But certainly with this full moon, emphasizing that acceptance in life, you know, accepting things that are outside of our immediate control and being with that, which does, of course, bring peace and tranquility. But today, the bulk of the day is going to be Aquarian. We are going to have the moon in Aquarius. In fact, the moon's going to go over Neptune and the South Node, which is actually very important because of the fact that the South Node has been getting increasingly closer to Neptune. Okay, and what this means is this later part of the year, there are some old energies, some past energies that are being released. And they have to do with the extremes of Neptune. All right, because the South Node's always bringing up the unhealthy extremes of things and with the conjunction of that planet. So Neptune's extremes are things like escaping or wanting to escape. Can also be things like over-idealism, fantasy, imagination, illusory sort of insights or thinking, right? So if you are feeling that today, and again, our personal charts are going to determine this, and it's still early with this conjunction, but if you are feeling that, if you are feeling like that, wanting to escape, or there's some over ideals, over imagination, do be aware of that, because that's essentially what's being released. And so through the awareness, we allow those energies to go. We become aware of them versus them just sort of repeating in the subconscious mind. And that's what the South Node is the past karma, the past energy that sort of repeats without our conscious awareness. But with conscious awareness, then it can flow. It naturally wants to leave. It naturally wants to transform. And with consciousness, we can help the process, right? We can speed up the process, as it were. But in either case, I think it's a great day for meditation. I think it's a great day to see if, again, there are any extremes, just being aware of them, accepting them, allowing them to go. And as a result, can be very transformative. All right, so this is also Aquarius in the sense that if you're feeling any extremes of freedom, of individuality, all right, which is Aquarius, do be aware of that as well. Idealism is also an Aquarian type of energy also, over-idealistic. And just awareness, allowing that to go. But in and of itself, Moon in Aquarius is about being our true self. And that's the balanced approach to Aquarius. Individuality in the sense of expressing who we truly are. Being true to ourselves, right? Progressiveness, other-oriented in the sense of giving and contributing and wanting to be a part of something larger than ourselves. So I think that's a great way of working with the Moon in Aquarius in general. And again, through that spiritual process, I think can certainly assist that. All right, so today we do have an important aspect. We do have Mercury squaring up to Mars here in the aspect grid. So with this one, there's this everyday energy, right? Mercury's been in Virgo. We've had a lot of energy in Virgo, suggesting that it is a good time to be focused on the details of things, to be working on things, organizing our life, so to speak. And with Mercury is actually in exaltation here in Virgo. So again, good energy there with our minds. But with a square up to Mars, sometimes we can feel a bit frustrated or a bit blocked, or maybe there's some fears or anxieties, as Mars often does produce. So whatever this is, if you're feeling maybe on the routine level, if there is a bit of blockage, there's frustration, there's a lot of tension, you're wanting to do something or say something, but it's just not flowing, do take a step back. It's always the best way of working with Mars is to take a step back, set the thing down for a minute, or give it some space or some time. And as a result, it'll allow the energies to flow a little bit smoother. And then as a result, you can find that you actually do get quite a bit done, or you can actually, say whatever needs to be said, but it takes time. It may not be today, for example, but with space, it can allow the energy to flow a little bit smoother. And this can be perhaps wanting to expand those horizons, because Mars has been in Sagittarius. So there's that part of us that's really motivated right now to expand, to see the potentials, to move things forward that have to do with our life path, our purpose in life, which is Sag. So if you're feeling that on the extreme, again, awareness, balance, taking a step back can help work with the energies, because essentially what this is that yes, it is a time of possibilities. Yes, certainly there's some great motivations there, and it's how to take it nice and slow with the Virgo, right? With the details, with the organization, with the improvement of things, all right, and vice versa. All right, so that's the integration point between those two constellations. All right, so those are the two most important things today, is that Mercury squaring up to Mars, and also to that conjunction with Neptune in the South Node, like I was talking about. Sort of spiritual day of being aware of perhaps any old patterns, past patterns that might be extreme or unhealthy in our life, just in general. And Saturn's been involved with all this too, so taking it nice and slow, remembering that yes, this year has been uncertain. There's been a lot of doubts or uncertainty about things, but that's waning. That's becoming less and less. And so there's some clarity coming in, but today could certainly be emphasizing and helping us remember that we have to have patience. We have to have persistence, and just kind of, again, take it nice and slow. And with Neptune, be present with the whole thing. And I think that's a big part of what we're going to be sort of becoming aware of during the full moon, is the importance of acceptance, the importance of being. And in fact, the full moon will be conjoining Uranus, which is about the freedom that brings. All right. And I do want to say the moon's going to conjoin up to Chiron in the evening time. So all of that acceptance, meditation, spiritual stuff can be very healing as well. All right, so I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.